Good evening, everybody. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to this day 7 of this Armoured Warfare League's Spring Cup International. Let me get rid of the music. Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys here. Today we've got some good games, hopefully some good games for you. We've got Gods of Olympus first versus Yakuza. So hopefully Yakuza are going to be able to stretch Gods of Olympus and maybe get that elusive EU server win. Once again, everybody, good evening. No problem, Hector. I hope you're all having a fun evening, and hopefully you're going to enjoy some competitive, decent PvP gameplay. Again, we are streaming in 1080p tonight. You're going to have to let me know the stream quality is all okay, the sound quality is all okay. I think it is. Yes, we've got some basic desktop audio from the game. Good evening. Now remember, if you are enjoying this broadcast as the evening goes on, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to the channel if you want to keep up to date when we do more of this or any videos that I release about Armoured Warfare. And again, there's a competition below where you could win some loot crates. Make sure you enter. Free loot crates, always good to have. Hector has to watch the grass grow. Ooh, you're probably not going to be here to hear me say that, Hector, but have a great evening. We have the first game. Picks are taking place. It is, as I said, Gods of Olympus versus Yakuza. It's a PvP 10-minute encounter map, and the first map is Pipelines. Hopefully we're all okay here. Let's just put ready here as well in there. Looks like first vehicles are being selected. And I'm just trying to remember Yakuza's players. Yes, so Yakuza are looking like they are Team 2. And Gods of Olympus are Team 1. So we've also got a game after this one. I think it's Fatality versus Hype. So that should be an interesting game. God, I hope I've got that right. Is it Fatality versus Hype? Yes, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But anyway, hopefully we can get some fun in this game first and foremost. Hopefully we're not going to have any issues with rules. The teams have all selected. Looks like we've got 6 VBLs and and a warrior from Gods of Olympus, which is a setup we saw yesterday. Yakuza have done something fantastically interesting. 1 VBL, 5 Stingray 2s, and a single warrior. Match is in progress. Let's hopefully get some fun games. Right. I'm surprised how quickly. Oh, look at that! It's 1 minute past 6 o'clock British summer time, 1 minute past 7 Central European Standard Time, and the first game's underway. Good evening. And Andre, I see you. You're not going to hit this for 10 minutes, but yes, I'm really disappointed in the EU performance as well. The RU players and the RU teams have been strategically and tactically far better than the EU, but the EU teams can learn from this, and they can hopefully get better. Right, we are on our first game, nice and early to get started. We saw Gods of Olympus yesterday running with this 6 VBL setup. They played it quite passively, but they were able to motor around the map fairly well and do some decent work. It's going to be really interesting to see how the Stingray 2s of Yakuza actually work with this. So let's just go over and have a look. So, Gods of Olympus are our Team 1 in blue, and Yakuza are Team 2, and they are our red team. So as you can see, they've all nicely spawned over in this corner. Cap circle, it's in counter mode, it's in the middle. We're expecting, or I'm expecting rather, to see a couple of Gods of Olympus, at least 1 VBL coming over here. I'm sure we may even see VBLs over in that corner, and we may even see a VBL trying to head over to this corner. Could be an interesting spot. It's going to be really important to see what the Stingray 2s do. The VBL, which is Kamiko, see what he can do. And as you can see, the entire team from Yakuza are heading over this side. Let's just have a quick look at what's going on here. Okay, so you've got... we've got a couple of VBLs from Gods of Olympus over on our right side. And we've got the Warrior... and the other VBLs. There we go, a couple of VBLs in here. So there's 3 VBLs in this central section spotting the map. You've got Lemon Proof over there. Google Man is Warrior. He played fairly well yesterday from memory. I think he had some good games. And over on the far side, we've got Dead and Monogram. Yes, we're going to keep calling him Dead, even though he is alive in the game. Hopefully, guys, we're going to see Yakuza playing this again differently. And let's have a look. You've got Kamiko right in that back corner with his VBL, and you can see the Stingrays here lining up. It's just to see what spots they can get on the enemy VBLs. But I think we're going to see, in the initial stage of this game, a lot of feints, a lot of probing, and we're going to have to wait and see who gets the first kill, who gets the first damage. And as you can see, Gods of Olympus, their VBLs that are on the far side of the map, are now pushing down towards the ABC line. 1 in the middle and 1 on the outside. And again, you can see Veros there probing the Stingray 2s. And Yakuza are staying all in together and trying to support each other. But you need to watch the ATGMs from these VBLs. And I'm just looking now over at Dead here. And he has got across the river. And he's going to get into an interesting position probably around about here, just to spot the Stingray 2s. Let's see if he camps bush. There we go. We even picked almost to the right bush. He's camping bush there, getting some spots. You can see Kamiko in his VBL there, pop smoke. He got spotted, but I don't think he knows where Dead is. Now he does. Is he going after him? He needs some Stingray support. And yes, look at this. That is, he says, it's Kelpin going after and giving Kamiko a little bit of support. So back into the middle, and you can see Robert1982 has taken a little bit of damage already. He's down to 1479. Shots are being fired here. And look, Dead is 784 hit points left. He's taken a couple of hits. Well, that was a missile hit, or was a Stingray 2 hit. And look, you can see Kamiko trying to get into position to get the missiles off him. He's got Monogram to give him support. He's going in close. Oh, he misses the first missile. Misses the second missile. He takes damage himself. Pop smoke. He's down low on health. And that run cost Kamiko his life. And another Stingray 2 over on this side is Yakuza aggressively went in with these Stingrays. And I'm sorry, the VBLs from the Russian team, they just seem to be able to get those missile shots in. And this is already 3 tanks down. The action is running. Stingrays 2, missiles firing in. And it's just a case of these... They're just too good with these VBLs. They were far more aggressive today than they were in yesterday's games. I think it was against Hype yesterday, wasn't it? Far more aggressive. And again, look at this. There's 2 VBLs on that 1 Warrior Milan. And it's 6-4. They did They did manage to get rid of Veros in his VBL, but it is 6-4. And now, look at this. They're just dominating with the missiles, the smoke popping. Another Stingray 2 gets taken out. You can see Kelpin down there on 252 hit points. This is looking like a very, very quick game for Gods of Olympus. Another one killed there, and we're just left on a 6-on-1 situation. And as you can see, it's Stingray 2 versus Warrior. 121 hit points. He gets taken out. And Gods of Olympus take a first round lead. So really, it didn't seem like the Stingray 2s work with this setup against this high mobility VBL. And the Gods of Olympus players are just far more able to actually get those 80 gems on target. So that is 1-0 to Gods of Olympus. And so far, they're definitely in the lead. Let's get the score updated there. Get that done. We're just going to move that one and have a quick look at the post-game results. Yes, Dead did 5,961. By that nice flanking manoeuvre, he got round and was able to do a serious amount of damage. Other notable players, really, Googleman did 3,200 and Minnie Mouse did 2,096 from Yakuza, and pretty much everyone else was very, very low damage. Well played to Gods of Olympus. They certainly did what they needed to do in that team. And Googleman, 3,210 damage and 3 kills. Well played to him. Looks like Yakuza are sticking with this Stingray 2 Warrior and VBL setup. And as you can see, Gods of Olympus are keeping with their VBL setup. And we are going into Game 2 here. And it's looking not very hopeful that Yakuza can do something. But maybe they can surprise us all. Well played to those. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having fun. And once again, welcome to the stream. We are on Game 2 in this Day 7 match. Yakuza are our blue team. Gods of Olympus are our red team. Let's see what they can actually do to enjoy and give us some good gameplay. Hopefully both teams are going to enjoy this, but Yakuza need to do something slightly different in this next game. They need to do something to try and get that initial engagement off and not let Gods of Olympus get vehicles behind them and onto the sides and the flanks. Teams have swapped caps, as you can see. We're going to stick with Yakuza here. They are the EU server team. What are they going to do? How are they going to do any different against Gods of Olympus's VBLs? Spotting is important, but taking out those VBLs is equally important. Now, as you know, the VBL, roughly 1,280 hit points. The Stingrays have got 2,150 hit points. But the 80 gem damage, if they can land them, is quite substantial for those VBLs for Gods of Olympus. And as you can see, Yakuza don't seem to be wanting to commit themselves too quickly. All players are in, and now they are heading over to the right side of the map as we're looking at it, just to cover this cap. Now, are they going to get into here, or are they going to get someone over onto this corner? I honestly don't know. Let's just have a look at what Gods are going to do. Again, they're trying to dominate the middle of the map, which they need to for spotting. Use their VBLs to get some spots, and you can see typical scouting techniques with these tanks, or these vehicles rather, is just to get into the bush, go over the ridge lines, turn and keep moving, don't stop. Not worrying initially about getting the missiles into, they get into a position where they can spot something and they can see some damage to be done. Okay, here we are. You can see Yakuza have got a VBL in bush. Oh, looks like, hang on, we've got a disconnect. It's a disconnect from Yakuza. I'm not sure if that's too late in. Are they going to disconnect and reset this one? Looks like... okay, so Dead has engaged a disconnected... It's what Yakuza have pulled out. Not sure what exact time limit they've got to actually announce a disconnect, but it looks like it's a reset. They have all disconnected, the Yakuza guys, and we are going to leave this and we're going to get into another game. And you can see the Gods of Olympus guys are pulling out as well. Let's get out of here. Okay, we've got a reset there. Hopefully Yakuza can do something a little bit better. We have a reset. Looks like, yeah, there we go. We've got 5 only. Wow. Looks like Yakuza lost a couple of players there. So we've got a reset situation going here. I hope you have enjoyed the first game. You should be, you should have seen it by now. But visuals and sound very good so far. Thank you very much. Sorry, 1, 2, and 1. Yeah, exactly. We can only pray that Yakuza can do better. Okay. We're just waiting for the Yakuza guys to load back into the game. And hopefully we can get this game sorted out very, very quickly. I'm just going to mute the mic while I have a swig of my tea. I noticed yesterday you picked up my slurping very bad of me. So I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, it's looking like we have got only 6 at the moment for Yakuza, but I'm sure their missing player is going to be on very, very quickly. The tanks are readying up. There we go. We now are back to 7 versus 7. Hopefully we're not getting any more disconnects. This is game 2 on Pipelines. Gods of Olympus won the first game. The tanks are readying up very, very quickly. I'm really impressed at how quickly these teams are getting this. They're willing to get these games through as quickly as possible. And game 2 is in progress now. Let's see if Yakuza can do something different. They've got the same setup as game 1, as of Gods of Olympus. Hopefully Yakuza can do something just a little bit different with these Stingray 2s. Now, is it a case of being patient? Is it a case of being aggressive? We're going to have to see what Yakuza can do. The first game, they were fairly passive. They got some vehicles isolated. And they let VBLs get to the flanks of them. If they're going to get into a position like that, they need to be in a position on the map where they can put pressure on the cap, but they can also be protected from not letting vehicles get too much of a flank on them. They are spawning on the other side of the map this time, so we're going to have to see how it goes. Yakuza are our blue team. Gods of Olympus are our red team. Let's go, guys. Let's get some action. Let's just swing over here into the middle, and then we'll be able to see both teams as they start to engage and pressure. So you can see the cap circle. We've all played in counter mode on this map. It's not the easiest thing. The problem we have with the EU at the moment is most of the games we're playing are going to be skirmish games. So we only have this side of the map in a skirmish game to play with. These in a 7 versus 7. And remember, skirmish is 5 versus 5. 7 versus 7. They've got to cover all aspects of the full size map. This is where it makes it more difficult, and also where it makes it more interesting because there are options for the players to play. So as you can see, Yakuza are heading across the J line, heading to the east side of the map. Yes, and you can see Gods of Olympus are also heading this side, although they've got one of their VBLs. No, he's crossing now. Looks like they've got Coca-Cola, who is over in the B1 square at the moment. No, he's coming over as well. So it looks like they're all heading over into this direction. And you can see Yakuza have got a VBL, got Kamiko on this corner, just a spot down there. You can see VBL from Lemon Proof on the road there as these Stingray 2s come down here. And look, can they get shots on that? Can they get shots? No, they pop smoke. No shots engaged. Lemon Proof actually pulls away from there. And look at this. Yakuza have got all of their team almost now into this corner here. And they're pushing up through the refinery, popping smoke. No pressure on the cap. And you can see Lemon Proof over here, the VBLs from Gods of Olympus, are just scouting this area just to see if they've not miscounted. And you can see now Yakuza are all they heading over into the refinery. And it looks like they're doing a complete swing and getting into this position here. Now this is going to enable them to get shots across the middle and across this right side. Not too much against the left side of the map over there. You can see Lemon Proof just in the distance was just swinging round over to here. Maybe he's going to get into a position where he can get up here, and you can see all of Yakuza's guys are all in this area here. Are they going to push? Looks like they're pushing as a group. They're not separating, which is nice. But the Russian player, oh, look at that. Smoke, joint smoke, and they're pushing. Missiles are coming in. You can see the missile trails actually going there. They've taken some damage. They've taken a lot of damage to one of their Stingray 2s. The accuracy of the missile fire from Gods of Olympus is outstandingly good. And look, I just don't think they've got the mobility. These VBLs are able to crest the hill. They're able to then retreat and move. And you can see these guys are going. And definitely the advantage in hit points is with Gods of Olympus at the moment. You can see missiles firing up. Oh, loves these shots there on Sol. He's down to 152 minutes. Can they take him down? They've taken him down. They've got the first time they've got the lead on tanks. They need to get out and disengage from this engagement. They've taken damage all over, and that was a good opening engagement for Yakuza. They lost a lot of hit points. That could be costly, and it's evened up 6 all now. And now Bobus is down, Minnie Mouse is down, and suddenly you can see Lemon Proof over there, 279. And it's really a case of whether these Stingray 2s can take out these VBLs very quickly. Is it high explosive rounds? Is it heat rounds? Oh, missile fires in. He misses. He's going to get a shot in. Oh, he gets taken out. Leaven Proof did some fantastic work with those ATGMs. And Yakuza are 3-6 down. And Gods of Olympus have got this. They have dominated both games on this map. With these VBLs and this setup, done fantastically well, and they now lead 2-0 in this match. And really, Yakuza had a great start. They got that first kill, but they took so much damage getting into a position, they weren't able to retreat into a situation where they could protect their hit points. And those ATGMs doing so much damage really was the game changer in that game. Wow. I'm suitably impressed about how Gods of Olympus have actually played Pipelines today and yesterday. They had trouble on one map yesterday, and they pulled that into a draw anyway. But Gods of Olympus lead this match 2-0. First blood is to them. I can see in chat, I go saying, with these tanks, honestly, I have no chance. They're saying definitely. He's saying definitely no to 5 Stingrays in their setup. Well, I think pretty much you can say that that has been proven the case. iGhost, good to see you here. In fact, it's good to see everyone here. Welcome once again. If you are not, make sure you hit that like button. If you're enjoying what I'm doing and enjoying the content you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. And again, there's a competition below the screen for some legendary Armata loot crates. Make sure you're entering. I want to give these codes away. And the sooner I can give them away, the better. The competition runs until Thursday night. Tomorrow evening, I'll be doing the draw on Friday, and codes will be emailed to the winners directly. Once again, everyone, good evening and welcome to this Armoured Warfare League Spring Cup International game. We have Game 3 coming up between Gods of Olympus and Yakuza, and it looks like we're going to Narrows for our third game. And I'm going to see some definite changes here. We're going to see Sabra Mark 2s, we're going to see Challenger 1s, maybe a Warrior, maybe VBLs. And I think we might see maybe some T-80Us or Object 187s. They've been fairly effective at getting around the battlefield. But those Sabras and their armor-piercing penetration on those rounds really troubles the Challenger 1s. And they've got better mobility than Challenger 1s. Just a little bit, but just slightly better mobility. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Yakuza can turn this match around. They need to get a win on Narrows. They need to assert some sort of authority in this game and not let Gods of Olympus get away and go into a 3-0 lead. It's down to Yakuza to step it up and do something here, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Hopefully we're going to have some good games and long games going on. And hopefully Yakuza can beat the EU team to take down a Russian team. We'll have to see. Tanks are being selected. As you can see, a mixture of Challengers, Sabras, VBLs. No Warrior on this one. Yes, we've got Warrior from Dead. Dead's played the Warrior. I think he played the Warrior yesterday in some games. He played the Warrior fairly well. I think he did some decent damage from memory. But let's see. All teams bar RK have selected, all players rather from RK. He selected up. Everyone's chosen. We've got Challengers, Sabras, VBLs from Yakuza. We've got Sabras, Warriors, Challengers from Gods of Olympus. No VBL from Gods. They're really relying on that Warrior, that autocannon and that ATGM. The match is in progress. This is Game 3 in this Day 7 match between Gods of Olympus and Yakuza. Let's see if the action is any good. Okay, so Yakuza are our red team. Gods of Olympus are our blue team. Let's see how they set up. And let's see if there's going to be something different from Yakuza than what they have played in the past against the RU teams. Something needs to change. And whether we see that or not is going to be interesting to check as this game goes on. We're just making sure all players are in. Looks like all players are in. I can't see any disconnects. And hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get some action. hopefully we're going to see Yakuza come back and do really, really well on this Narrows map. I haven't got all the details of what maps they played their other games on, but so we're going to have to see. I do remember Yakuza in the EU side of the tournament back in the early May time. They kind of they kind of used this ridgeline for their initial positions, but on the RU server and in this tournament it has been slightly different. So we're going to have to see what Yakuza can do to flummox Gods of Olympus. And as you can see, looks like we've got Kamiko and a couple, a Challenger and a Sabra, heading down to the 2 line. And you can see, looks like most of their forces, they spawned this side and they are heading down this way. So it looks like they're not going to try and let themselves get isolated. And as you can see, Gods of Olympus, again, as is fairly typical, they're moving vehicles up into this far right corner, into this sort of refinery area. They can then use the little way through here. They can defend against straight on attack, and they can still cover across the middle from here. They've just left Dead in his Warrior as the spotting vehicle in his middle, and this spots the cap circle. Normally you would see a VBL for an opposing team kind of poking over this this area here just to get some spots in. Yakuza haven't done that, and they've plumbed all of their vehicles on this aggressive wide run around this side. Now the only problem they've got with this is how spread out they are at the moment. You can see there's a Sabra Mark II at the back. You can see Challengers, and the smoke has been popped. So it looks like there was a spot there from Dead. You can see Dead moving away from that middle spawn. He spotted several vehicles, knows there's a large force. He's communicating that with his team. And now you can see there's been a slight change of position. You can see Google Man in his Sabra Mark II is heading down back to this position. And he'll, I'm sure, get a position covering down there. He's got a bit of support with him. And you've got these Challenger 1s and Sabras. Look at them all lined up. Let's try and go to some sort of gun camera mode. And as you can see, they're kind of 3 tanks in a line, ready to shoot at anything that gets spotted. And you can see Dead over there in the middle. You can see one of the Challengers to Soul going up there. And you can again see Dead there. And all the Yakuza guys in this corner. Right. I see Chappie in chat. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Okay. So, we are 3 minutes almost into this game. You can see Yakuza have traversed the side of the map, and they're all here. You can see Kamiko sticking fairly close to the MBTs. Now, the problem they've got is if they try and push down here, they've got to get into a position so they can actually aggressively attack here or defend against a push from Gods of Olympus. But they almost need to cover this area here from vehicles poking around this way, and especially this Warrior here. But look at this. Get shots there. You can see the VBL over there from Kamiko. You can see the other MBTs over there. He's waiting to loose a Milan missile across there. And again, you can see Yakuza right on this bottom line, pushing up. But, you know, the Gods of Olympus know where they are. They've pulled all their MBTs. And look at this. Look at this. All these MBTs. They're almost all in a line. They are ready to execute. Smoke gets fired. Shots are in. And we're in long-range engagements now. MBT versus MBT. Frontal armor versus frontal armor. Who can get the best positions? Who can get hull down and get their guns working? You can see Kalpen is moving forward. He's got a little bit of cover from his left from the Warrior over there. And you see Kamiko is holding just there, trying to spot and stop any flanking maneuvers. And you can see the problem is Yakuza have got is they are very, very spread out. You've got a 3-on-2 engagement here. You've got Kelpin just actually moving in. You've got Bobas there as well. Shots firing across. Challenger 1 from Monogram's taken damage. But look at this. Mini Moose has taken a huge amount of damage. A lot of damage in those opening engagements. He gets taken out. Good kill there. And Kamiko gets taken out as well. Dead did the work again in his Warrior. Takes out the scout covering the flank. And now look at this. Dead is coming round to here. He's just simply going to get missiles on the sides and flanks of these shot. And it is 7-5 to Gods of Olympus. I don't know what it is with the EU teams. It cannot just be the state of ping or packet loss, because even in MBT versus MBT engagements, the Russian teams in Gods of Olympus are dominating Yakuza here. And as you can see, Dead has got missile shots into the back here of the Sabramatsus here. Look at that. 2 missiles went in there. Damage done to one of them. And again, it's 7-5. But, you know, Yakuza have just got a hit point deficit now in this game. And, you know, they can't. They go. Another tank goes down. And you can see RK gets taken down. And that's Dead that I'm sure took him down with an ATGM missile from behind. And now Dead is able to get behind them. Yakuza can't do anything else. You can see the missiles flying in from Dead. Damage is going in. And this is just another easy victory for Gods of Olympus. Now, Gods of Olympus are considered the weaker of the 4 Russian teams here, based on, you know, how the other teams have performed. But I'm sorry, tonight they are on fire. They are playing it well. And now you can see just Robert left. Gods of Olympus have taken a 3-0 lead in this game. Fantastic work from Gods of Olympus. Very, very good play from them. And they've taken a situation where they were playing mobile VBLs and they switched to an MBT lineup, and they have just done fantastically well. Well played to these guys. Okay. So, we have 3 games down in this match. This next game is most vital. If Gods of Olympus kind of win this game, that is it. Match is over. And it's a 4-0 win to Gods. Yakuza have got to do something here. They've got to make this game absolutely count. Looks like we're not going to see any sort of vehicle changes. We really got to watch out for Dead here. We're just going to come down. We could call him Berkelon, but I think Dead sounds a lot better. He's been deadly in that warrior. Superb amount of damage done. And again, let's have a look. He did 6,800 damage and got 2 kills. He has made that warrior work, and I'm sure he did 9,000 damage on a game yesterday. Pretty certain it was. But good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Day 7 of the Armoured Warfare Leagues. We are having a reverse match on the Narrows. Gods of Olympus versus Yakuza. Gods of Olympus lead this 3-0, and I've clicked the wrong blinking button. God knows how long that was there for. Oh, good God alive. Sorry, guys. I hope I didn't miss the game. Flip me, that was bad. I think that was as I changed the score. Don't worry about it. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Game 4 is in progress. Good, bad me for hitting the wrong scenes. Okay, we have got Game 4 now. We've got Yakuza, our blue team. Gods of Olympus, our red team. Let's see if Yakuza can do something and shape this match going forward. Okay, so as I said, Yakuza are our blue team. Gods of Olympus are our red team. Hopefully, me switching the Steens earlier was just a preview of what's to come. Yakuza have still got 1 game left to try and turn this around and do something for the European server. Good evening, everybody there. I hope you're all fantastic. Well, I see Sonic in chat. Hello, Sonic. Who else is in chat? We've got Chappie, I see in chat. I can see Vels speaking. It looks like some Russian in chat. Good evening to our Russian friends. I hope you're having a good time here. You may not be able to understand me, but at least you can hopefully see a point of view from me here. And I see Ghost is there. Yes, it's over on that last game. Yes, definitely, mate. Definitely. Okay, so let's see what's going on. You can see Gods of Olympus are a red team, as I said. They are pushing up to try and control this 8-9 line. And it's a question of whether they're going to push down to here or they're going to try and push forward. At the moment, Yakuza have got a Challenger 1 and a Sabra just covering this area. And it's taking a long time for their MBTs from this area to get up into position. And now they've got to get into cover to stop Gods of Olympus getting shots on them. And you can see Kamiko on his lonesome Omsum just there. And let's just have a look at where Dead is. Dead is over on the hill. And he's in a position where he can get some spots and maybe get a missile strike across the cap circle. Looks like we're going to have a few seconds of maybe a little bit of a stalemate. And hopefully you guys are going to see some tank-on-tank action. Smoke being popped from the Yakuza MBTs. So it looks like Gods of Olympus know where they are. Yakuza are going up, but again, look at this. Single tank formation. 1 tank following another tank. It's just a bottleneck. They can't get enough guns to bear. And you look at these. Look at the positioning. They've got tank on this corner. They've got a tank pushing up to there, so they can have at least 2 aiming on Kelpin as he comes in. First shot's fired, he pops smoke. Now they've got 3 shots in, and the Gods of Olympus tanks are taking a shot and then backing out. And again, no flanking opportunities there. You can see 3 tanks here from Gods of Olympus. You can see Warrior over here, and now Warrior is trying to move. He knows there's a VBL not with the main force. He knows where the VBL is going to go. Let's see if we can see how deadly he is in his Warrior. And he's got that auto cannon. The VBL's only got the ATGMs. Distinct advantage, I think, to Dead in his Warrior. And skirting around as Kamiko is trying to get up and scoot around. Missiles coming across. You can see VBL versus Warrior. We'll just take a look over here. And looks like Yakuza have pushed on. They're a tank down. Robert's down. But they're aggressively going on. All these tanks against one. But look at this. Bobus is pushing forward to try and take out Landproof. He's going to allow side shots into him from Monogram there. He gets shots. And you can see Google Man behind Bobus now. Bobus is taking side shots. It's 6-all now. Damage is being done by both. But look at how isolated Bobus is. The damage done, you can see Kamiko coming around the back. You can see Dizdak over there, Sabron 693. It's 5-6. Gods of Olympus, I think, unless anything bad happens, have got this. Bobas is taking shots from the side, taking shots potentially from the rear. He's in a really, really bad position. And it's just strong tactical play from Gods of Olympus. They're focusing targets down far, far better than Yakuza are. And this is 3-5 now to Gods of Olympus. Bobus is going to go down very, very quickly. Google Man trying to sort of surrounding it behind him. And you can see Monogram is there. Monogram gets, so Google Man gets the kill in the end. And it's 2-5. And look at that, we just got Kamiko left. And this is just absolutely crazy. Oh, absolutely crazy. 1 versus 5. Gods of Olympus have taken this out 4-0. Kamiko is not going to do enough damage against all these MBTs, and they are just going to chase him down, and he will not last too much longer. Well played, Gods of Olympus. Outstanding, outstanding play. Again, it seemed like Yakuza just weren't at the party. Is it tactical, less training that's been done, or is it the case of there's not enough different teams for, you know, teams like Yakuza to play against on the EU server? Are they getting enough practice at playing PvP? The RU server has a huge population compared to the EU server. You know, I can log on pretty much 24 hours a day and guarantee getting myself a PvP game on the RU server. And you know you cannot do that on the EU server. So MyCom need to do something to promote PvP. And I just don't think they are at the moment. You know, you look at 0.25, which is launching tomorrow on the EU server. I have been told it's coming to the RU server as well, but I haven't seen any posts about it. They're blocking off low-tier PvP in relation to GLOPS and PvE. Is that going to help the EU PvP population? No, it's not. And something needs to change. Whether it's an attitude change from MyCom, whether it's the fact that these EU players are very despondent over what's going on. They have been absolutely decimated by the RU teams, and as you can see, Kamiko is just trying to run. We ain't going to run timeout because they're capping as well. You've got Dead coming after him in his Warrior. Looks like Kamiko said, sod it, we're going to either fight or we're going to die. He's going to go head on. Missile comes in, he misses the missile. Kamiko gets a missile shot from Dead. His second missile shot is fired. He gets caught on a truck there. And I'm sorry, he's down to 54 hit points. The Warrior is just going to dominate either with guns or with missiles. Well played, Gods of Olympus. That's a 4-0 to you guys. Wow. Match is over already. It is literally only been, I don't know, 35 minutes? Wow. Whew. Crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yes. Yes, iGhost, it will be me tomorrow. Okay, guys, that is match 1 sorted out. Well played to Gods of Olympus. Well played, 4-0. Look at that again. Let's have a look. Warrior Dead did 2,749. Let's just leave the custom match and hope the next one is almost ready. Coca-Cola did 4,600. Veros did 3,800. And again, good high damage figures from most of the Gods of Olympus guys. And you know, Robert wasn't able, he got taken out very, very quickly, wasn't able to do any damage. And I'm sorry, the Gods of Olympus just absolutely outplayed Yakuza. So here we go. We're going to take a quick short break while we get game 2 or match 2 set up. It's Fatality versus Hype. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're just waiting for the room to set up. We're going to leave the Fatality versus Hype starting stream going on. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back when the action starts again. And be right back. Music is playing for your entertainment. Okay, good evening, everybody. We haven't got the custom room up yet. The teams are currently banning the maps they don't want to play on. The custom room will be up very, very soon. The question I've got to ask you today is, can Hype do something? We have Fatality versus Hype as our next game. Can they do something this fine evening? Can they be the team that arrests this dominant performance by the RU teams? You guys are going to have to let me know what you think in the chat there. I'll pick it up in 10 minutes time when the first game's probably over, but I'm really interested to hear what you guys think. There has been a little bit of delay while they get things sorted out. I don't think anyone expected, well, maybe they didn't expect Yakuza to capitulate so quickly in those last games. Okay, let's check if the room is up. Okay, room is up. Let's join this room. Oh, we have got Cold Strike. That is interesting. Okay, being made an observer there. Okay, so it's Fatality versus Hype. Looks like the first map is Cold Strike. This is going to be interesting to see what these guys do. So the question is then, which map did Hype not want to play on? Oh, no, take that back. It's been changed. Looks like they just set up the generic room. It's gone from Cold Strike to Lost Island to Tropical Coast. Of course, Cold Strike is not even in the rotation for this tournament. What are you talking about, Strain? For God's sake, start talking sense, man. Okay, it looks like the first one is going to be Tropical Coast. There you go. We're just trying to scare you guys into something unusual happening. But, of course, it's not going to happen here. It's down to Hype now to really take the hope of the EU server and take things forward. Again, let me know what you guys think. We have been live only just over an hour and 5 minutes. And already we are on to match 2. Let's hope that Hype can take this and make it a much more balanced sort of event going forward. What are we going to see on Tropical Coast? Well, we're going to see probably Challenger 1s, Sabras. We're going to see probably at least one VBL. Maybe a couple of Warriors on one on each side. We'll have to see what goes on. So tomorrow we have the pleasure of a couple of games, I believe, tomorrow. Let me get tomorrow's schedule up, which I will, of course, be covering. Tomorrow is Thursday, the last day. Tomorrow we've got Fatality versus Sorry and Family Orlandios versus Sorry. So Sorry, you guys are going to have to perform tomorrow because you do not want to lose 8 matches tomorrow. I'm expecting something from you, Sorry. You better deliver for the EU region. Anyway, that's tomorrow. Tonight we've got Fatality versus Hype, and it's down to Hype to take the pride of the EU server and give us some wins here. So first map is Tropical Coast. Hopefully it's going to be a fun and enjoyable few games for these guys. You can see old favourites there, Inside Tank just getting into the custom room. You can see Mac there. We saw Mac. We've seen Raging Ishmael before. Asiok we've seen before. Hopefully these guys are going to perform. It's all on to you guys. It's all down to you to make this a fantastic thing. And I need to actually change something, don't I? Because I did not change the scores back. So it is actually 0-0. Good God alive, I could have done that. There we go. It is 0-0. In this next game. It's Fatality versus Hype. First map is Tropical Coast. Good job. I'm going to cut out a lot of this for the uploaded individual VODs tomorrow. So good evening, everybody. We're setting up now for our game between Fatality and Hype. The teams are just joining the custom room. We're going to go into tank selection fairly shortly after that. First map is a encounter mode on Tropical Coast. Hopefully it's going to be good and hopefully Hype are going to do something. Let's check what's going on in the chat. Playcore Gaming says Lambs and Slaughter come to mind. We got Jack Frost in the chat. Complete waste of time, Yakuza games. Strong Animal agrees. Looks like, according to Strong Animal, the highlight of the match was Veros killed Google. Well, it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that Yakuza just weren't able to deliver in those last games. But tonight, now, we are focusing on Fatality versus Hype. Okay, let's see what is going to go on. What is going to go on? Okay, looks like we have 7 members of Fatality in the game. We have 6 members of Hype only at the moment. Okay, so we're waiting for one more to join up. Is Silver that last member? Could he be the one? Could he be the one that swings it? Now, we saw when Hype played yesterday, there was a couple of times when God from Poland got exposed in positions where he had very little support. Did some fantastic work in some of the games, but he took a lot of damage in other matches. Let's hope that the Hype guys can work a little bit closer together, be a bit more supportive of each other in certain situations, and see how things go. Again, I think we're going to see MBTs pushing up towards the aircraft in the cap circle on the runway. And we're going to have to see how each team counteracts their opponents and does something going forward. Hopefully, come on, Hype. Get number 7 in the team. Looks like Bojiap has selected already. Good God, they're eager to get these games. Is that Fatality saying, we just want to get these 4 games out of the way and blow away Hype? Yeah, go home and have our vodka and enjoy our evenings. Who honestly knows? Okay, so just waiting for the last member of Hype to come in, and we're waiting for tank picks. So I'm just going to mute the mic, take a breath, take a drink, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back on the mic. We're back alive in this game. We're still waiting for one member of Hype to actually get into game. We've got Silver there and in for us. I'm not sure if they are. I'm sure they are Fatality players. Looks like Hype are going to be going into this with only 6 players. Oh my God, they look like they are only having 6 players for this game. Now, Hype were supposed to be playing their game tomorrow, but they have people that couldn't make it tomorrow. So they had to swap one of the games after talking with, I think, Sorry, with the team that swapped with them. We've got tanks being readied up from both Hype and Fatality. Dustman is in, thank goodness for that. Hype aren't going to go in with only 6 players. They are going in with 7. Maybe it was a connection issue getting onto the server. Tanks are being selected now, as we expect. Challenger 1s, Sabra Mark 2s. No, it was Kriya in the Warrior that did 9,000 damage yesterday. I'm sure it was. Kriya did 9,000 damage yesterday. I'm sure he did. So he is, hopefully, not going to give Hype that much problem. Okay, so most of Fatality have readied their tanks up. We have got, at the moment, 3 Challengers. We've got a Warrior. We've got a couple of Sabras. We're just waiting for the last vehicle to be selected. Looking at the Hype team, they've got at the moment 3 Challenger 1s selected, nothing else selected. Let's see if we are going to have some interesting games going forward, guys. Once again, welcome to this AWL Spring International Cup match. Today's second game is Fatality versus Hype. We are just in the tank picking stage. First map is Tropical Coast. It's an encounter battle with a 10-minute duration. So far, the Russian server has won every single game in this tournament. Every single match. Not every single game, sorry. Some of the teams have won some individual games. But the Russian server has won every single match. They are dominating this tournament. We are just waiting now for Dustman and Nakimi to actually ready up. and we will be getting this game underway. Let's see if we can have some fun. Come on, ready up. We want to get going. Hey, Dustman's ready up. He's an Object 187. So we got 3 Object 187s. We've got 3 Challenger 1s, and we have 1 VBL for Hype. We have got a mixture of Challengers and Sabras from Fatality. We're just waiting for 1 to ready up. I would imagine he's probably going to go in probably the tank he's got there, the Sabra Mark II. They've got 3 Challengers, so yeah, I'd expect the Sabra Mark II, maybe a T80U or an Object 187, but probably the Sabra Mark II. We're just waiting for that last member of Fatality to ready up. Hello there, SS. I see you, mate. How you doing? Be nice, Vels. Be nice. Dear, dear. Okay. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. You tease, torment, and hound me, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have you guys here. Okay, right. We're just waiting for 1 person to ready up. Now we're waiting for Fatality to ready up and get this game underway. I'm sprayed up. I might have to hum some lift music, but we'll have to see. Once again, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this Armoured Warfare League Spring Cup. I hope you're all having a fantastic evening. I hope you're enjoying the gameplay and the commentary. Again, once the video's uploaded, if you've enjoyed it, make sure you comment. Let me know I'm doing an okay job, or tell me what I can do to improve it. And please, no one say don't talk as much, because that ain't gonna happen. For those of you who know me from Twitch, I talk rather a lot, and I love doing it. Anyway, there's me trying to fill time. We can do that as well, We can do that as well. We are just waiting for Fatality to ready up their last man. Hype are all ready. They're eager to get the action. Maybe that's that eagerness to get that first game won and take a lead in this match. Fatality are a very good team. They have some players that played exceptionally well in past games, and it is really going to be hard for Hype to stretch this. They are having to buck a trend if they are going to take anything out of this game. I'm hoping they can do it. My faith is with them. I'm cheering for Hype. And we're forgetting about being impartial now. It's Hype all the way. We need to hype up Hype. I think someone had a go at me yesterday about that. Or was it the day before? I can't remember. I'm losing track of the days. We've got 1 more day after this. This is Wednesday's games. We've got 2 more games tomorrow. But tonight we've got to get Hype a win. So guys, please keep those positive thoughts going and hope that Hype can do some tactical gameplay to get the game underway. Okay, I'm just going to mute the mic just a second, take a drink while we wait for the last tank to ready up. Okay, we are back. We are back. All players are readied up now. Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be interesting. Looks like we are waiting for a go. Hopefully. And match is in progress. This is our game between Fatality and Hype. It's a Tropical Coast map. Fatality are Team 1. They're our blue team. Hype are going to be our Team 2, our red team. Let's hope we can get no disconnects and we can actually get some gameplay going. Now, Hype have a nice mobility advantage here with those Object 187s. But again, it's whether the challengers spawn in good locations for the tactics that Hype have. That is the other thing with these large full-size maps, with these smaller teams, is you are particularly waiting for that right spawn for you. If it's good for Hype, they can get into a good position. If it's bad for them, there's going to be trouble. As you can see, we are back in the match. Initially, the island is going to be very, very important. I can see Raging Ishmael trying to get over onto the island. And I can see probably Kriya getting over here as well in the Warrior. And if I'm brutalising your name, apologies. I'm English. What we say is always right. So we're going to go with that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, wonderful to see you guys here. Come on, Hype. It's time for you to shine. So, game is underway. As you can see, Raging Ishmael is coming from the spawn spot, and he is heading towards the island. You can see God from Poland there in his Challenger 1. The rest of the MBT players from Hype seem to be pushing on this southern flank, effectively, pushing along the H, I, and J line. You can see, as I thought, the Warrior over there on the hill. And you can see, actually, Raging Ishmael's not gone for the camp circle. That's interesting. He's actually here on this thing. He'll spot over there, but not in a position to engage the Warrior Milan. Probably a good thing. And as you can see, the Hype MBTs, we have 3 on the top line. We have 3 or 2 on the middle line and 1 on the middle line. No, tell a lie. Tell a lie. They are... Oh. Okay, so they are splitting their MBTs up. And you can see where Fatality are. Fatality have got all their players coming on this eye line. They're engaging. Shots are fired in. Smoke is popped. And you can see the Object 187s from Hype just pulling back to the firepower of the Challenger ones going in. And as you can see, Fatality are popping smoke. You can see aggressive play from Fatality. Hype are now turning their MBTs on the lower road. And they're trying to try and engage and support. And you can see you've got 2 Object 187s just holding on this corner. If we can get down to gun cam view, could that be a thing? Shots fired across. Damage done. But again, you can see, look at Fatality. They are pushing as an absolute group. The question is, can Hype get to the sides and get shots on? Look at them. They're having to push on. They need to move very, very quickly. These 187s are going to go down extremely quickly. What an aggressive push by Fatality. Smoke being popped. Damage is being done. The Challengers are pushing through. They're trying to get around. And there's the first. Inside tank goes down. And look at this. This is what happens. Fatality, they spot a weakness. They aggressively go as a group. It's 6 versus 3 there. And they are able just to take out these Object 187s before Hype are able to react. And by the time Hype get back behind here and get their Challenger 1s, slow-moving vehicles, the Object 187s are dead. And look at this. The Challengers are now turning. They are waiting. Guns ready. Reloading and firing there. And as you can see, Raging Ishmael in his VBL. You can see the Warrior trying to go behind. It looks like VBL versus Warrior. And we know who's going to win that. It's going to be the Warrior. It's down to Raging. Can he get behind? Okay, he's managing to get behind. It's 7-4. We've got 3 Object 187s dead. Missiles are coming in. Missiles damaging Sabras over there. 1 Sabra down to 1,031. You can see one of the Sabras is turning to engage Raging Ishmael. The Warrior Milan is going after him as well. And look at this. This is good amount of damage done by Hype. But 3 tanks down. They just can't withstand the firepower. The amount of guns in the game. And it's 7-3. Fatality have got this first game. They literally pushed as a group 6 MBTs. They found where 3 enemy vehicles were, and they pushed and dominated them. Got past them, got side shots into them. It is 6-3. You can see Raging Ishmael is being chased by the Warrior. The Warrior's using the autocannon. He is struggling to get away, is Ishmael. And again, you can see over in this section, it's 5-3. They've done a little bit of damage, have Hype, but not nearly enough. And it's got from Poland left with 1382. He's got Ruben behind him. He's going to go down very, very quickly. You can see Ishmael goes through the cap. And look at this, 5-1. And Hype have lost game 1. And Fatality, again, strong, dominating MBT play. Fantastic work from them. What an outstanding play from Fatality. They pushed 6 MBTs in this area. And they pushed it together. They didn't stop. And they went through. And as you saw, Hype had 1 Object 187 that pulled back. And at one point, it was 6 tanks pushing through onto 2 Object 187s. First game goes to Fatality. Well played to them. Okay, so it is 1-0. Not a great start from Hype, but they still have a chance to turn this around. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the post-game stats while the team's ready up for the next game. Whew. Okay, Noir is keeping control of chat, and as you can see, Bojap did 5,800 damage. You got Hospitality 3,400. Ruben did 3,600. Nickname did 3,500. Asiok did well for Hype, got 2 kills, 3,600 him. God from Poland, fantastic last stand from you, 4,069 damage. And Raging Ishmael did do 4,191. Those missile shots, once he got into a position behind them, but by that time, Hype had lost too many vehicles. And that was game 1. Looks like teams are readying up. We swap round for game 2 on Tropical Coast. Tanks are being picked. And it's now down to Hype to do something. They let 3 MBTs get isolated. And Fatality, because they pushed as a group, managed to take those tanks out before any real noticeable support was put into place. Hype are going to have to watch that in the next game. You know, whether it's a case of going together, whether it's a case of a bit of luck for Fatality in knowing exactly where those Object 187s were. They were using MBT spotting, the craziest and strongest spotting in this game. Okay, looks like Fatality have all readied up. We're just waiting for Hype to ready up. Are they changing a few things? Okay, they've dropped a couple of their 187s, it seems. Looks like they're going for a few more Sabras. Insights in a Sabra, Dustman Sabra. Zabino's still in his 187 at the moment. Is he going to take that last one? Is he going to take the 187 or is he going to switch? You can see 3 challenges at the moment, 3 Sabras. Sorry, 2 Sabras and a VBL with Zabino still to select his tank. Okay, looks like we are about ready. Zabino's taken a Sabra, so it's 3 Sabras, 3 challenges, and the VBL for Hype. And you can see Fatality are running their Warrior, Sabra, and Challenger setup. I don't know, is the Warrior better than the VBL in this type of engagement? Well, guys, we are going to see. We are in Game 2 on Tropical Coast. Teams' positions, starting positions have been reserved. Hyper are blue team. Fatality are a red team. Let's get ready for some more action, guys. Okay, here we are, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to this Armoured Warfare League Spring Cup. We are in match 2. We are in game 2. At the moment, Fatality lead this match 1-0. Hopefully, Hype can do something. The pride of the EU and NA server is on you, Hype. It is down to you. You can see on the spawn, we've got a couple of Sabra Mark IIs at the back. We've got Challengers and VBLs and 1 Sabra from Zabino at the front spawn. And again, I'm expecting we're going to see the Warrior from Fatality heading across either to that position there, but more likely he'll try and get onto the island, I think. I think he will. And it's a question of whether Hype are going to do the same run that they suffer from on the eye line. And what will Fatality do to counter that? As you can see, the Warrior is heading out of the cap. He's heading into the middle, so it looks like he is probably going to head into this location over here. Let's just see where he goes. Yeah, he's bypassing that road. So he's going to head into this town area somewhere along here. See if he can get some spots across onto the island and maybe some early spots over there. And again, you can see Fatality, you know, unlike Hype, Fatality ran 3 Object 187s up here. You can see, sorry, Hype ran 3 Object 187s. You can see Fatality have got 1 tank here to cover that way. They've got 3 challenges in a line there. And you can see these MBT, sorry, these Sabra Mark IIs are staying fairly close. So they are staying all fairly close together. You can see most of the Hype guys. I mean, God from Poland being very, very aggressive, getting up there quite fast. Asiok coming in there. And then the rest of the Challengers and the Sabras just hanging back a little bit. So what they need to do is make sure that God from Poland and Asiok don't get isolated. If these guys pull back because of an aggressive push this way, it's going to isolate those 2 tanks. At the moment, it seems like everyone is content just to hold this line here. Let's just catch the middle of the map. You can see Raging Ishmael heading over to the cap circle. Where is our friendly Warrior player? I've lost him now. He's over there. So he's on this hill here. Now that gives him the opportunity to support his team this way while still keeping an eye on the island. Now the question is, if Raging Ishmael gets... And Raging Ishmael's got some lovely missile shots. You can see the ATGM tracer straight across there and into the back of these MBTs. And that is a potentially good move. He gets his shots, the Warrior reacts to it, and Raging Ishmael gets his shots out and then retreats back. So Hype at the moment leading on hit points just about. And you can see the Challengers there, the Sabras, and here come Hype, inside tank. 3 tanks here engaging the Sabramatsu. It's a 3-on-2 situation. They need to take some tanks down before these guys go. And you can see Hype there doing fantastically well over there. It is all down to Hype. They are pushing. They're going to get Hospitality. He's down to 1136, 498. Focus fire is good there. He takes him out. First blood to Hype. Hype are pushing up with the challenges here. Asiok is on low health. And it's now these Sabras versus Sabras. They can take out... They can take him out. Come on, take him out. Yes! They are 2 tanks up. Come on, Hype! You can do it! 3 tanks up! What a performance from Hype! It's not over yet, but the damage has been done. Look at how much Hype have taken. They've done huge amounts of damage to Fatality. And again, it's 7-4 now. Wow, Hype, you're playing fantastically well. There's a bit of chat going on in Russian on the server. I'm not sure what's going on. 7-3, 6-3. Oh, good God. Okay, you can see the Warrior over there at the back. And these Challenger ones need to watch. They need to push onto these MBTs very, very quickly. You've got one on quite good health. They're pushing back. Now, they're going to draw Hype across. And you can see the Warrior there. Where is Raging Ishmael in his VBL? Cannot see him. Looking for him. He's going around. He's going to try and get behind the Warriors. Okay, it's 6-3 now. We can see Zabino's on low health. Good from Poland is on low health. Going after this Warrior. Shots fired in. Missiles coming across. Okay, it's the important thing is this battle here. Okay, can Zabino take him out? Come on, Zabino. Shots there, 162. Nice, he's running for it. Gets the missile in. He takes out Zabino. He's pulling around. Good from Poland. It's going to let him go away. They're going to let him go away. It's down to Raging Ishmael. It's 5-3 now. Wow, this could be the telling moment in the game. Hype over here on the MBTs are pushing on friendly. They get it. It's 5-2. Okay, we just got Bon Jap here. There, Hype Mac is getting behind him. 650 hit points left. 1376 left for Bon Jap. And they're going to hopefully take him out very, very quickly. Raging Ishmael is escaping on the island. And looks like the Warrior's down to 162. And it's 5-1. Well done, Hype. It's not over yet. You've got 5 minutes and 58 seconds to either kill the Warrior or get that cap in. What is this going to happen? Fatality have been outplayed by Hype. Absolutely fantastic. Well played to Hype so far. Now it's time to finish off. Missile comes in. God from Poland. Oh, he gets taken out. God from Poland takes out the Warrior. And Hype win. Yes. Yes, we have a game won for a European team. Thank the gods for that. My goodness, guys. Jeepers creepers. Okay, it is 1-1. You are going to love that game. Such fantastically good, aggressive playing from Hype. Well done, Hype. Absolutely fantastic. Game 2 here. Just brilliant. Really impressive and strong play from Hype. Let's have a look at this. Dustman and his Sabra Mark II, 6.8k damage. Inside Tank and his Sabra, 6.5k damage. We've got, who else? Zabino did 3.7. Raging Ishmael, 2.2. Let's have a look at Fatality. Ruben did 3,900. Bon Jap did 4,000 damage. Well played to Hype. Unlucky Fatality, but yes, finally, something went the EU server's way. Good evening, everybody, guys. You are going to love that game. Fantastic, fantastic game. Woo! Yeah! Hey! I can see Martanis there in chat saying, again, 4-0. Well, you are wrong, because Hype have won Game 2. As we are waiting now for Game 3 to start. Looking like Game 3 is going to be on the Narrows map. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Game 2, if Fatality won Game 1, Hype dominated, pushed, and played so aggressively well together. Fantastic, fantastic from them, guys. Okay, just going to take a quick breather while we wait for the teams to ready up. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back on. I just see there, I see Chris, you race. Good evening, hun. I hope you're well. You're going to hear this in 10 minutes, but you have joined just in time for a fantastic second game, as Hype absolutely did really, really well in Game 2. Okay, it looks like we are just having a little bit of a delay. We're just waiting for the teams to ready up. Not sure what the delay is. Looks like there may be a change of player. Yes, looks like there may be a couple of changes. Let's have a look. We've got Amo has come in. And let's have a look. Was Amo in the first couple of matches? Yes, he was. Nickname wasn't, and tanks are being readied up now. Okay, looks like they may have been to disconnect. Right, okay, tanks are being readied up. Okay, so third game is on the Narrows map. Fatality are our blue team. Hype are going to be our red team. At the moment, Fatality have readied up 5 tanks. We're still waiting for Hype to ready up. I guess they're just still congratulating themselves after an outstandingly good performance in that last game. Good evening, everybody. Woo! Good to see a few people here. You came in, if you've just joined the stream, for a fantastic Game 2. We're setting up now for Game 3. Oh, going to Narrows, but that was a great game on Tropical Coast. I hope you enjoy it. Remember, guys, there's some loot crates to win. There's a competition to enter. The details are below the stream. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, please hit that like button. Make sure you comment as well. Put some good comments after the video. If there's something I'm doing wrong, let me know. I can't improve things if you don't let me know. But once again, if you say, less talking, that ain't going to happen. Guys, we are getting ready for Game 3. It's a Narrows encounter map. Tanks and the vehicles and the players are readying up their vehicles. God, I can't even get the words out straight. It is absolutely crazy. I am so ecstatic and elated after that Hype win. Yes! Finally get some excellent play. Okay, right. Let's see what happens there. Okay, just checking chat. Lovely to see a few people here. I don't know how many people we've got watching at the moment. I know it's a lot less than what we had on the first couple of days, but I don't care. I'm having an absolute blast doing this. I'm so glad that Mycom asked. We've got 47 watching now. That's excellent. Well, you are in for a treat, because I can see on my wife's screen they are readying up for the game that I've just watched, and you are going to absolutely love it. Enjoy it. Okay, so we're on Game 3 now. Most of Fatality have readied up. We've got Hype now are almost there. 3 tanks still to choose. Again, it's a mixture of Sabras, Challenger 1s, and VBLs. And again, you can see Fatality again going for their Sabras. Their Bonchap has switched to a VBL. Interesting. Looks like we may see a VBL Warrior combination. So they've lost, I think they lost a Sabra Mark II for this VBL. This is going to make it slightly more mobile, and I'm definitely expecting if Korea chooses that Warrior, the VBL and the Warrior to work really, really close together. As you can see from Hype, looks like we've got a couple of Challengers, a VBL and a Sabra, a couple of Sabras readied up. We're just waiting for Dustman and Zabino to select their vehicles, and we're just waiting to see if Fatality keep that Warrior going. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, wow, what an absolutely riveting contest this is going to be. Hype were unlucky. They got slightly caught out of position on that Game 1 where Fatality were able to rush as a group. They learnt from it, though, when they actually aggressively pushed in Game 2. What fantastic play. Okay, looks like we're just waiting for Zubino to ready up, and then we'll be underway with Game 3. So it's Narrows, it's a PvP map encounter game, and hopefully it's going to be fun. Whew. Right, come on. Come on, Zabino, ready up. Okay, Zabino has readied up. The match is in progress. We're on a go. Game 3. It is 1-1. Fatality won Game 1. Hype won Game 2. This is Game 3. Let's see what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, as I said, Fatality are our blue team. Hype are our red team. Let's hope that Hype can live up to the hype that we've been pounding upon them today and do some serious work. It would be so nice for an EU team to actually secure a match win in this tournament. We do not want to see a washout. And if the Hype don't win it, it's down to Surrey tomorrow, and they're playing 2 matches. So that is a tough amount of concentration they're going to have to work with. Okay, guys. Game is underway. We've got 19 seconds before it really starts and the action begins. Hype, as I said, are our red team. Their spawns aren't fantastic. They've got a couple of challenges over on this spawn point here, which if they're going to go that way, gives them a distinct disadvantage. You can see Raging Ishmael has spawned in his VBL in the middle. And as you can see, Sorry, Raging Ishmael's there. It's Sabino. Oh, sorry, Sabino. Wow, 2 VBLs. 2 VBLs. In fact, VBLs... Oh, okay. I totally missed that as we logged in. The Warrior got changed to 2... So it's 2 VBLs versus 2 VBLs. Not sure if this gives Hype an advantage or it doesn't. You can see Bojap and his VBL is there. He's going to have to get out there very quickly. He would have spotted all these vehicles coming in. Shots are being fired across. But he is now on the run trying to get out of the way. You can see Fatality are over on this line here. Okay, smoke's coming in. You can see Raging Ishmael there with his VBL. Okay, Asiok may get shots here. It's going to be too late. Can't get shots there. The VBL is able to secure it. Nice attempt there to get the shot in on that VBL. And that attempt to get the first damage done was good. Now, you can see Inside Tank and Mac in a Sabra and a Challenger 1 have been fairly slow starting. And Bojap gets taken out. Good shot. Good from Poland. My God, we missed that shot. Wasn't expecting it. A nice kill, sir. And that is first blood to Hype. Oh, are we going to see it? Are we going to see Hype take the lead in this match? This is really interesting. What are these Sabras and the Challengers doing? Inside Tank is here. Okay, so they're being cautious. Inside's covering the left. You can see Mac is taking his Challenger 1 to join his colleagues here. But now we've got 8.5 minutes to go. Advantage Hype on this game. What a surprise. Good shot from God from Poland in his Challenger 1. And you can see now these guys are engaging. And you can see Fatality have got all of their MBTs on this area here. And you see they've got ridge lines. They can poke up and expose their turrets only. Good position till we get to gun cam. Could that be a thing? Gun cam? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so they're just holding it here. So damage is... You can see Ruben's taking a hit. Now that was, I think, probably a missile hit. Hospitality there's on full health. Okay, so what's going to happen? So Hype have the view range advantage at the moment. The question is, can Zabino do something here? You can see Inside Tank's coming up. I expect Inside Tank to be pushing up on this road. I think he'll stop probably... No, he's going that way. I would expect him maybe to get here to get some shots across. And you can see Zabino is pulling out. Now this is splitting their forces. This is quite risky. Where's Inside Tank going to go? He's holding there. Are they having discussion in comms about where they're going? Zabino is flanking round. It looks like Inside is holding this area here. And he's quite far away from his teammates to give him any sort of support. Wow. I'm just checking chat and wow. I can see you appreciated the last game. Hopefully you're going to appreciate this game. Hype are playing this well. They had the good opening positional play. They got the good opening engagement. They managed to take down one of the VBLs. And we're now in a pause. It's whether Hype are actually going to switch from this position. Doesn't look like they are. Inside Tank is holding there. You can see Sabino is on the hill. Looking at we got VBL versus VBL. Can Inside Tank give Sabino a little bit of support? Sabino's having to run. Missile goes in. First missiles are missed. Second missile goes in. Sabino takes the damage. Wow, and Zabino goes down. Oh my God, Zabino was all alone there, and Kriya took him out in his VBL without taking any damage, and it is back to 6-all. Inside Tank is now fairly isolated over here. We've both lost one VBL. The spotting advantage has been neutralized, and suddenly it is down now to see what Hype are going to do. Now this game here, shots are being traded, but look at this. These Hype MBTs, they're close enough just about. Asiuk is fairly okay there. He's covering Raging Ishmael, but you can see these guys are all kind of not sure, it seems, what they're going to do. They know they can't really get shots across and do too much damage against these frontally hull down Challenger 1s. You can see it's 6 tanks all at the moment. Both teams have lost a VBL, and it is a very much of a tactical play. You can see Inside Tank is just really here just to stop the VBL from the opposing team getting across. And we're going to see what he does taking this VBL. He's going up. Looks like he's going to try and possibly swing round behind. Maybe he spotted Inside Tank. And now you can see Raging Ishmael pulls back. Okay, so Asiok now is pretty much on his own in this corner. I don't think that the Fatality guys can rush him without support coming in from Mac and Dustman there. but it's definitely interesting. He's being very, very cautious here. We've got 5 minutes left on this game. And again, we are still in that pause mode. Okay, so inside tank is there. So it looks like the VBL from Fatality is trying to take out inside tank, trying to find exactly where it is to see if he's moved from those initial spots. And you can see he's coming across. You can see Raging Ishmael getting to position above the spawn areas. Pop smoke, inside tank. Doesn't seem to get shots off. So the VBL now knows where inside tank is. Raging Ishmael knows where he is. And can he get missiles onto him while he's running away in the water? This is it. No, it doesn't look like he's going for it. He's holding there. He's not committing to it. Inside tank's going after him. They've isolated him. Can inside tank get shots off? Can he defend against these missiles? And as we can see, Fatality have moved their Challenger 1s over and engaging Asiok and the MBTs over there. Okay, so we've got tank action on tank action. It's very, very important. Okay, we've got a 2-on-1 situation here. It's down to height. Raging Ishmael, inside tank. Can he get shots? First missile fires. Inside tank gets a shot. He misses. The second missile misses, and looks like the VBL is going to get away. He can now get behind these MBTs. Inside tank is trying to get after him. We can see Asiok pulling back there. You can see damage has been done to Dustman as Fatality moves their MBTs up. We've got 2 challenges over here. They're in game. They're trying to isolate. And there you go. This is the problem. Asiok is being isolated. He cannot retreat back towards his teammate. He's got 2 tanks coming on him, and he is going to go down here very, very quickly. 2 challenge 1s getting side shots on him. He gets taken out. He gets caught in an absolute crossfire. He was exposed. Let's have a look. See if the VBL can take out. And looks like the VBL has been taken. No, 642 health. Inside tank goes. It's down to ACGM versus AGM. VBL chasing after VBL. Now we're on the reload. Missile comes in. Come on, inside tank. You can take him out. It's down to you, inside tank. Shot fired. Down to 4. Ram him. Ram him. He's going to crash. No. He's going to escape with 4 hit points. Oh, my God. It is 6-5. Fatality have got the advantage at the moment. Inside tank and Raging Ishmael are chasing after this VBL. Can they get the shot in? Let's just see. Let's go over here. And as you can see, Dustman has taken a bit of damage. Okay, Raging Ishmael's on full health. He rams him in there, I think. He got the kill. It's 5-5. But look at these Challenger 1s coming against Hype's MBTs. They've got flanking shots on him. Only God from Poland seems to be in a position where he can defend frontally. Now, inside tank needs to get his tank in the game, and Raging Ishmael needs to get missiles across. He needs to take out the Fatality Challenger from AMO, get some damage in, and it is advantage, I think, at the moment to Fatality based on the positions they're at. They can do some decent damage against these Challengers. Missiles are coming in. Ruben took a hit there. And again, it's all on these last 2 minutes of this game. Game 3 is going to the wire. It is 5-all. God from Poland looks like he's going to go down. One more hit and he's gone. Can inside tank, can Raging Ishmael get their damage on? And there we go. God from Poland goes down. It's 5-4 advantage to Fatality right now. But the Fatality Challengers have taken a bit of damage. But I think it is too late. We're really going to get a draw at this one. Looks like Raging Ishmael is trying to stay in a position where he can get missiles across. Okay, it's 5-3. I think Raging Ishmael needs to get the heck out of dodge now. I hate to say it, looks like Hype are going to have to play for a draw here. Inside is away. It is 5-2. A great, great push from Fatality. Unfortunately, it took too long to take out the second VBL. Raging Ishmael has got to hold out for 1 minute 20 seconds. Inside tanks here as well. Raging needs to just get the hell out of dodge. He's got the speed advantage. He may be able to do something and get some sniping ATM shots in. An inside tank is there on full health in his Sabra. Wow, what a game. What a game. It is 5-2. Don't know how we're going to call this one. I've got a feeling it is going to end in a draw. I think Raging is going to basically try and escape. Inside tank's going to try and do as much damage as you can. If you can take down maybe 1 or 2 of these challenges, they're all on low health. If you can take down... Nickname, he's on 66. Hospitality's on 1,050. You can see Amo coming in 750. Okay, Amo gets a shot. Inside really needs to do some damage. This is going to be a draw. Looks like we've got challengers chasing after VBLs. Well, we know who is going to win that one. Come on, inside tank. Do some damage. You go down. 5-1. 35 seconds to go. Raging just needs to run and save this game as a draw. And the score will remain 1-1. They have got 25 seconds to hold out. I think he should be able to do it with the fact that he's got the mobility and the speed. Fatality are going to be lucky to get after him. I suppose the closest of their Sabras, they've got the slightly better speed, but I don't think they're going to be able to catch him. It's a question now of 10 seconds. Looks like Raging Ishmael is going to escape, and this is going to force this game into a draw. An outstandingly good game, though. It just took Inside Tank and Ishmael a little bit too long to take out that last VBL. They got it in the end. Game 3 is a draw. The score remains 1-1. Well played to both teams. That was absolutely fantastic. Really, really tactical, patient sort of game. And again, it wasn't a YOLO game. It was just patient. Wow, guys. Leave the score as it is. We'll take a look at the post-game results. Okay, let's have a look at the post-game results. Looks like KDH440 has an issue. He's the Russian streamer. Okay, so we might have a few minutes. Okay, so let's have a look at the Fatality, guys. Eclipse did 5,200. Hospitality did 5,800. Who else have we got? Nickname did 3,000. Let's look at the hype, guys. God from Poland in his outstandingly good stand there did 4,600 damage. Inside Tank had a great game, 4,500 damage. Raging Ishmael got 1 kill, 1,848 damage. A creditable draw to both teams. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fantastic game 3. Very, very tactically, very, very interesting, and a lot of fun. Oh, I'm exhausted as well. Yes, the hype is there. What a game 3. And what's crazy is Noir is seeing these games way ahead of you guys. I think we're still on, is that game? Okay, yes. Okay. Right. Whew. We're ready here. Are you ready for next game though, guys? Are you ready? Looks like the teams are readying up. Looks like Fatality are already just waiting for hype to ready up for game 4. It is 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. Our Russian streamer friend is back. Looks like we're not going to have too many changes. Looks like Fatality is still going to run with this 2 VBL setup. So I would imagine that hype will again run with that 2 VBL setup. But in this next game, they really need to take out those VBLs much quicker than they can. It was a great first kill from God from Poland at the start of the match to get rid of the first scout. They now need to capitalise on it and move forward for the next kills. And we are ready for game 4. Okay, here we are. We're just waiting for one member of hype to ready up. That's Asiok. Are we going to see something? It looks like we're all ready. I am ready. Looks like KDH is ready. Okay, we're ready here. Just waiting for Asiok to go. Looks like everyone is ready. We're just waiting for Asiok to ready up and go. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be 3 challengers, 2 Sabras and 2 VBLs for hype. Fatality again going with, it seems, 2 VBLs, 3 challengers and 2 Sabras. So definitely fun end games and almost it's a mirror match, isn't it, really? Okay, guys, I'm getting exhausted. I'm getting tired. It's been a long week. We've still got games to go tomorrow and hopefully a really interesting end to this evening's event. We're just waiting for the last one to ready up from hype. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. You guys are going to have to tell me what you think of the games you've seen on the Narrows map. You really are going to have to tell me, because that, for me, was absolutely fantastic. Come on, Asiok. Ready up. Okay, looks like... looks like Asiok was so excited by the last game that he had to go pee. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Okay, so we've been live 1 hour and 40 minutes now. We are about to get ready for the next game. I hope you guys are enjoying what you're seeing today. Hype are definitely putting up a fight against Fatality. You know, you guys from the Russians are going to have to tell me how good these Fatality players are. I know what Hype can do. I've seen them on the EU server. I've seen a couple of these Fatality players in previous games. They do play well, but Hype seem to be fairly easily matching them at the moment. Hype have definitely stepped up their game, but they need to push this through. They need to now not lose this next game. Match has started. Asiok readied up on his Sabra. And we are going in for Game 4. The score is 1-1. We've had a win for either team. A draw. And now we're into Game 4. Enjoy it, guys. Good evening and have some fun. So, Hype are our blue team. Fatality are our red team. Wow. This is really, really interesting. Hopefully you guys are enjoying everything that you're seeing so far. Looking on the wife screen, and yes, it's looking fun. Well, that was a good game. And this one is hopefully going to be a good match as well. Let's get into the game itself. Okay, so what are Hype going to do? You can see where Hype have spawned. They've got, what they got? Basically, they've got 4 MBTs, 2 of the Challengers and 2 of the Sabras over on this side. And you can see they've got 1 Challenger, and their 2 VBLs have spawned over this side. So Dustman is at a distinct disadvantage if he wants to take and head up to the other side of the map. That was a pretty bad spawn for the Challengers there for Hype. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, there's been a similar sort of spawning situation. You've got 1 Challenger on his own there. And let's see what Fatality do. You can see Bojap is heading one side. He's heading to this side. You can see Zabino's heading over there as well. And you can see Kriya there in the middle. Missiles going out. He gets spotted. You can see Raging Ishmael there. The missile goes in. No damage done. Shots are being fired across from the hill. And look at this. Fatality have got their tanks initially on this spot here to give covering fire into the middle there. And they're taking random shots at bushes and where Raging Ishmael here is. Looks like Raging is probably clutching his trousers very, very tightly in the hope that one of those shells don't actually hit him. Looks like he's okay at the moment. And as you can see, this has given Dustman a time to get over the back. You can see Challengers here. Looks like they're going to form the Challenger force up here. And the Sabras are going to be on this little area here. And again, just checking damage done. You can see Zabino's gone all the way around. He's crossing the river and into the middle. You can see Raging Ishmael there, not being spotted. You can see Kriya going away. And now we're looking like we've got a 1 versus 1 VBL engagement just over here. So Zabino, if he gets caught in this position, he could be in a lot of trouble. This is definitely a high-risk maneuver, considering how limited support he's got. Let's just take a look over here, and you can see the Fatality guys. They are strangely actually camping this much more than I expected. You can see Mac, you can see God from Poland have aggressively pushed up ahead. Are they going to get some shots on him? No, they're not going to get shots on Hospitality and the team there. Now, Mac is pushing aggressively across here. This is risky. If he gets caught out in the open, this could be bad. If Fatality see that he's on his own, and he is at the moment pretty much on his own. Dustman is coming up behind him. You've got God from Poland there. And look at this. Now Fatality are moving. They've seen that Challenger 1. Mac is going to be in a bit of trouble here very, very soon unless he can get some support from his team. Let's take a look at Fatality. They pulled down 2 of their Challenger 1 Wolves to the lower section. They've got 2 Sabras and a Challenger aiming this way. You can see over the far side, this is where the VBLs from Fatality, they have now bottled in Zabino. Zabino is in trouble here. I don't see Zabino getting that. He's going to have to run like the wind. He's in the water. You've got 1 VBL chasing after him. You've got a second VBL there. Missiles are flying in. First couple of missiles miss. Okay, Raging Ishmael comes in. We've got VBL, 2 VBLs dancing in the night. Missiles firing. Raging comes in. He's loaded and ready to fire. You can see Bonjap over there as well. Smoke is firing. Smoke is popping off. And looks like nice work from Raging has helped get Zabino out of there. And neither VBL on either team has taken too much damage. Looks like Bojap took a little bit of damage. That was probably crash damage from going over a cliff or something. Not too bad. Advantage definitely to Hype. And let's just have a look at this engagement. So as you can see, you've got Inside Tank and Asiok and the Sabra Mark IIs are holding quite far back. If Fatality push, they need to get into the action very, very quickly. Now what you've got to look at here, these Challenger 1s here are pushing up on this road. It is extremely open here. If those VBLs can get back over here, and looks like they are actually trying to engage the Hype VBLs. We've got 6 minutes left in this game. And it is all pretty much stalemate. It is probe. It is counter probe. Let's see how this game turns out. Whoo! Okay. I am exhausted already. Come on, Hype. Make me even more tired. And look at this. Fatality are now pushing on. 3 challengers moving up. You've got 2 challengers here. Dustman. The Sabras need to make a move up here. Where is the 3rd challenger? There he is. There's God from Poland. Okay, so looks like God from Poland is trying to engage Ruben. Looks like Ruben is trying to get side shots on here. Hype's challengers are going to have to move, and they have to now retreat, because you can see Nickname, he's trying to flank around this side to get shots on them, and it's down to these challengers to get into some cover and protect them. Taking a look at the VBLs in the other side of the map, looks like the VBLs are dancing a duel over there, and they're trying to get some support. We've got Sabras firing and giving support to friendly VBLs, but these Sabras need to be ready to back up these challengers. Hyper having to retreat back their challengers. They need to get back into positions. Now these guys here are in danger if Ruben actually pushes up to get shots across here, and you can see Ruben pushing up to this fuel tank here. He potentially will get shots into Mac's side there. That is not good. Mac is trying to face off against Nickname, and Mac is going to take some shots, I think, from Ruben here, unless he can get back fairly quickly. Shots are coming across from the Sabras, and again, it's 7 versus 7. 5 minutes to go. The VBLs are still dancing a dance over there, and challengers now well split up, but they have got a little bit of support. Okay, you can see Nickname pushing on. You can see Hype, Dustman, and Mac are pulling back behind these sort of little refinery areas. Now this is a problem. This is a chance where side shots can go in from Nickname. He's being aggressive. He's got support from his Fatality teammates over here, and suddenly we've got a 5 on 5 situation here, but Hype are very, very well spread out. Can God from Poland get some side shots on here? He may have a chance against Nickname. He may have a chance against Hospitality. At the moment, it is all very, very cautious. Let's check out over here. Looks like there's been no more damage to any of the VBLs. They are still dancing their dance. It's like a game. It's like a tango over there, isn't it? They're counter and pushing and twisting and whatever else you do with a tango. Okay, shots are being fired, smoke's being fired, and looks like it is 4 minutes to go. Fatality are almost back together now. It's a question of whether these guys can do it. Hyper retreating back. They're using cover fairly well. You can see Ruben, though, he's actually dropped down there. He's gonna, looks like he's trying to flank round this way. This is interesting because you've got God from Poland here. This could be a situation. It's down to these VBLs. It's down to Raging Ishmael to get shots into Ruben. Ruben is soon going to get into a flanking shot, and he is going to take shots on God from Poland. God from Poland is thinking about turning, but yes, he's turned his turret. Shots are coming out. He hasn't turned his hull. He's just shooting his turret, keeping his hull at the moment facing against the other MBTs. And this is definitely an interesting match. Okay, looks like... Oh, Zabino's taken a huge amount of damage. Looks like the moment Fatality are winning the VBL battle as they continue their dance across the middle of the map. And yes, Zabino goes down. Okay, so it's now 2-on-1. Raging needs to get the hell out of dodge very, very quickly. You can see Korea and Bonjap are working after Raging Ishmael. He needs to basically run, and it's now down to the Hype guys to survive this engagement here. We've got 3 MBTs and leading up here. You've got Eclipse at the back there. You've got Ruben to the left. You've got God from Poland engagement. God from Poland is doing fairly well at the moment. He takes some damage there, not inflicting too much. And again, these guys are working fairly well together. It is 2 minutes 40 to go in this game. Unless anything changes, I think this is going to be a draw, but we still have a little bit of time to go. These VBLs, if they can get into a position... Oh, look at this. Raging Ishmael gets missiles into Ruben. 1 missed. Is he going to get a second one? No, missiles are coming across from the Fatality VBLs into the Hype side of the site challenges, and they need to pull back. Looks like Raging Ishmael may have got 1 shot into Ruben there. Ruben's having to turn and engaging. Korea is going after Raging Ishmael. 2 minutes to go. Hype have to hold this out. They are at a disadvantage at the moment. They're 1 vehicle down, 1 weapon system down. And they are now pushing back. Definitely Fatality have got the advantage. You can see Inside Tank pushing on here. He hasn't seen that VBL is going to come up behind him very, very soon. Oh, Inside, let your spider sense go off, because soon you're going to get an 80 gem right up the backside. And as Jingle says, surprise butt sex incoming. Oh, he might do it. He turned. Shots in. Okay, come on. He gets taken out. Wow. Yes, VBL on the back of a Sabra Mark II. Well, there was only 1 winner there. Okay, so Inside Tank is down. Zabino is down. You can see the Hype MBTs are rapidly pulling back. Raging Ishmael, where did he go? Where did he go? I can't see him on the map. There he is. So he is, again, retreating out of there as the MBTs from Fatality push onto Hype. Asiok is now coming around here very, very quickly to try and do something. You can see Bonchap is going after Raging Ishmael. Now it's a case of, oh, Dustman is going to get isolated there. You can see Mac is getting isolated. He's down to 158 hit points. Okay, Fatality are leading this match 7-4. Okay. God from Opponent is going to do a remarkable job, I hope, to stop these NPCs coming. Dustman is still there. You can see Asiok is getting out of there very, very quickly. Oh, Bonchap gets taken out. Okay, we missed that, did we? Oh, no, Kiri's over there. Sorry, Bonchap got to go earlier. Raging Ishmael is still juking it over there. And now it is just down 37 seconds to go. Asiok is running. He's going to get shots in his backside very, very quickly. He needs to get into cover as quickly as he can. And Raging Ishmael needs to escape from this situation. He is now looking like he's going to be playing for a draw. And his missile goes in. First shot missed. Second missile missed. Oh, Kiri, okay, and he got it. Oh, my God. Raging took 2 missiles. He went down. Asiok has got to hide for 13 seconds. Okay. What is the reload on the VBL? Okay, Asiok is going after the VBL. He has to get some cover from those MBTs. Missile coming in. Okay, shots fired. Oh, great work from Asiok. Smoke pop. He took out the VBL. He survives. Game 4 is a draw as well. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, what an interesting game. Wow. 2 draws on the trot. Well played to both teams. Tactically, and very good 2 games. What is the next map going to be? That is the question we have to ask ourselves. Let's take a look at the post-game results and the damage done. Amo from Fatality did 2,600. Bonjap did 3,300. We got Hospitality on 3,900. Nickname 3,500. Asiok from Hype did 3.1. Dustman 3.3. God from Poland 2.2. And some damage all spread around the rest of the Hype guys. Apart from Paul Savino, who got took out fairly early. And it is 1 game all. We are going into game 5 now in this match. And it looks like after Narrows, we're going to Lost Island. Now, Lost Island, the Russian teams have dominated in this tournament so far. What can Hype do differently to get this match back on track? It is 1 game all. We're on game 5, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. I am. I'm going to mute the mic, take a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Looks like Asiok had a little disconnect. He is back on, though. Yes, please keep English in chat for you guys. English in chat. Otherwise, Noir will start slapping you all. And I won't say she won't enjoy it either. Okay, guys, there are... I don't know, how many watching? Are you guys enjoying this? Are you guys enjoying it? There are 50 of you watching. Thank you very much, guys. I really hope you're enjoying it. If you're not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Tell me what you think later, if the commentary is good, or whether I can do anything better. All right, guys, we are getting ready. The tanks, the teams are readying up their vehicles. It is 1 game all. We've had 2 draws on narrow map. Very, very tight games. I think in most, actually both games, let's take it back. In both games, Hype played well, but Fatality had the slight advantage. But Hype pulled those games out for a draw. Now it's down to Lost Island. Remember, guys, this is a best of 7 match. So let's see what happens. We've got 2 games coming up on Lost Island. Let's hope we get some results in these 2 games. And hopefully we won't have to go to that decider. Okay, so we are on match 5? I've lost track of where we are. Match 5. Yes, we are on match 5. We've done 2 on Tropical Ghost, 2 on Narrows, and we're now going into the first map on Lost Island. So that is match 5. I think I said match 5 earlier. Oh, I don't know. I'm losing track, guys. I'm totally and utterly losing track. Okay, looks like the teams are readying up. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Just looking at chat and okay. Okay. Looks like we're waiting. Fatality have got 6 members of their team readied up. We're waiting for Hype. They've got 3 members readied up. We're on Lost Island, so what we're going to see, Sabra's challengers. Okay, looks like we've got back to the Warrior after lots of VBLs on Narrows. Raging Ishmael's readied up on his VBL. This could be interesting. What is Zabino going to choose? We've got 3 challengers confirmed so far for Hype, and we've got 1 VBL confirmed. Sorry, 3 challengers confirmed and 1 VBL for Hype. We're just waiting for the rest of the teams to ready up, and then we can get going. Looks like Fatality are eager to get this going. Remember, I believe they're 2 hours ahead of us here. I can't remember. My brain's going to mush. Okay, we're just waiting for Zabino and Bojap to actually ready up. Looks like we got 2 Sabras, 3 challengers, and a VBL at the moment for Hype. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Match is in progress. Any surprises there? Warriors, challengers, Sabras. Okay, Zabino ready up on his T80U. Interesting choice. Let's see if he can use the mobility. Match is in progress. Let's get this game underway. I hope you're enjoying things as much as I am. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Fatality are our red team. Hype are our... Sorry, Fatality are our blue team. Hype are our red team. Let's get ready for another fantastic action-packed game here over on YouTube. My name's Commander Strain. Welcome once again to this Armoured Warfare League International Spring Cup match. Hopefully the first of many tournaments between the EU and the RU servers. Okay, guys, let's get ready for some hilariously good fun and some action to make us all cry with joy as we hype up Hype and hope they can actually do something on this map. Now, are we going to see Hype and do the runaway attack, try and get a couple of tanks behind this crashed Russian aircraft? If they do that, they need to watch this area here, because this position gets some good shots across. We're going to see, I'm sure, Raging Ishmael head over onto the island, and it's where that warrior from Fatality goes. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Fatality are heading out, and looks like they're sending Challenger up onto the middle. It looks like their MTs are heading for the middle of the map. Looks like their warrior, yeah, the warrior I think you're going to find is going to set himself up on this area here. There we go. We can see him here. He'll be able to get ATM missiles across there. He's not going up straight away. He doesn't want to get spotted as these vehicles go in. And surprisingly, Hype are being a little bit passive here. Well, it's a case of they were getting their vehicles together based on their spawn, but they are being far more passive. They're not going aggressively for the cap circle and for the runway. This gives Fatality a chance to get in there first. It's all about controlling. Now, if Fatality can get into the cap, they've got control of this position over here. It really just depends on how they go. No! Okay, the warrior from Fatality, he's heading out there. Okay, and we've got no Raging Ishmael onto the islands. Zabino is there at the back. You can see Raging Ishmael is in this bush here. So he was ready to counter the warrior across there. And now you can see cap has started. And you can see Fatality have got... they have got 6 of their MBTs pushing up onto the cap and then backing out. Looks like Ruben took a huge amount of damage there. 716 hit points left. Looks like there were some good shots from Mac there. And maybe from Asiok over there. Let's just have a look at where is the warrior. So the warrior is up on this back ridge line here, giving some support. And you can see Nickname is taking his Sabra back. You can see Ruben is staying back as well, protecting those last remaining hit points. And this is an interesting play from Hype. Advantage definitely to Hype so far. Looks like Mac had a significant point of aspect on this fight. He took a huge amount of damage onto Ruben. And you can see Ruben is now having to back out and stay fairly well hidden. And that almost keeps his gun out of the game. Advantage definitely to Hype in the initial parts of this engagement. So let's kind of go down here. See what's going to happen. Now you can see inside tank is over here ready to shoot. Maybe they get some side shots onto them or some shots from the side, but doesn't look like it at the moment. You can see the warrior is back on that position there. He's ready to push up if needed. And you can see Mac is here just covering this position using the Challenger's great turret front armor on there. And again, we're in after a little bit of a probe and a little bit of damage done. A little bit of a pause in this game as the players contemplate what they're going to do next. We've got just over 7 minutes to go on this game. I can see Nickname hasn't kind of gone anywhere bar to protect. He's basically doing a defensive ploy here, protecting this area there. Maybe it would have been better to send Ruben. I don't know. And you can see Hospitality is backing away, pops some smoke, and Fatality aren't ready to commit to racing to the cap. You can see now the Warrior is coming out here. He's obviously spotted something or been spotted. No, don't think anyone can spot him there. But he's taking the long flanking move down. So let's just stick over here with Zabino. Zabino is not facing. He's in his TACU, but he is facing the middle. And it looks like the Warrior, Kriya, is going to get round, it seems. And it's how quickly he gets spotted. No, Kriya goes into the middle. He's going up this way. I think he's just trying to spot to see if there's anyone there. Did Sabino get spotted? Doesn't look like he did. His focus is pretty much on this area here. No looking back to that way. And you can see, well, Kriya is actually now into the water in the middle. And you can see Ruben still in 716. Looks like damage is fairly sparse on the hype side of it. And he is now pulling back. Not sure if he found what he wanted to find over there. And again, we can go back over here. Hospitality's down to 1745. You can see Nickname's taking a little bit of damage here. And this is definitely not been the dominating play by Fatality that we've seen from Russian teams on this map before. Hype are doing a very, very passive defensive play. But at the moment, it seems to be working for them. But of course, we can't afford a draw for Hype. We need them to win. If they get the win, it gives them the advantage. No pressure, Hype, but get your butts in gear and get this game won. You can see God from Poland there, just holding that corner here. And again, you can see that Mac has pulled round to this corner, expecting someone to come around there. He's just checking that out. He's got support from Asiok here if they come up and try and flank round from the middle. But they're not going to do that. It's just engaging shots across the map. And you can see Kriya is over here in his Warrior. He's taking a few shots in the general direction. You can see Dustman is over there in a position. Just going here. Dustman keeps poking up. Missile comes out of Dustman. There, he doesn't take any damage from that shot. It makes me wonder, are the Hype guys running the anti-tank guided missile warning retrofit in these matches? Really be interested to see. Maybe Ghost can whisper me if Sorry are running that on their games. This is the only thing that's really hard to see, is what retrofits and what commanders these guys are actually playing in these vehicles. But I suppose we are limited to what we can with this custom match setup. Okay, so Hype are there holding the line. They've definitely got a damage advantage here. We've got 4.5 minutes to go on this game. Again, it's very, very tactical. It's nice. It's nice to see that Fatality are having to think about what they're going to do. They're not being able to get into a position where they can aggressively dominate and push. And as you can see, Hospitality on 1041. I think he's taking a little bit more damage. Ruben is still there in 716. Most of the other tanks on the front line haven't taken too much damage. And you can still see Nickname over here, 2,329 hit points, just covering the rear of the team. Okay, so we can see that Zabino has taken a bit of damage, but he's kind of holding there. No, he's moving. So he's swinging around. Not sure who put some damage into Zabino, but he's down to 1,500. You can see inside tanks taking a little bit of damage as well. Excuse me, guys. And you can see that Hype are just holding this line. Probably the Kriya that did the damage, maybe against Zabino there with an ATGM from that Milan Warrior. Milan equipped Warrior. But as you can see now, you can see Mac is now pushing up. He is into the cap. Okay, so Mac is in a hold down position, going for the cap now. The question is, if Fatality push up into the cap circle to try and counter this, can Hype support Mac enough to do it? They're pushing up now. A few vehicles are moving. Raging is taking a passive. Shot goes in against God from Poland there from the side. Shots go back across against the Warrior, and God from Poland is heading into this cap circle as well. He's going to get maybe on the corner. Yes, look at this. He's just going to push up into here. Is he covered from the side? Yes, he is. Okay, so we now have 2 in the cap circle for Hype. Nice, slow, steady play from Hype. Being much more patient not letting Fatality be aggressive and push onto them in numbers. These guys are isolated, but I think there's enough support there. And now you can see Asiok moving up into the cap circle as well. Okay, looks like we've got 2 minutes to go, and it is now crunch time. If they're going to get this cap, Fatality are going to have to be aggressive now. As soon as they see Asiok goes into the cap circle, and it goes down to 65 seconds, 64, Fatality are going to have to do something now. You can see Zabino heading, he's damaged. He's heading around to try and counter the threat of the Warrior. Okay. You can see these Sabra Mark IIs, good positions here, able to shoot those MBTs if they aggressively push on. But you can see God from Poland has taken damage. He came out of the cap circle, pushed forward, he's down to 1190. That's a risky play from God from Poland. What's he going to do there? And you can see these challengers haven't taken a lot of damage, whereas God from Poland has taken a lot of damage. Okay, it's 42 seconds on the cap circle. Smoke is popped. Zabino in the Sabra is trying to take, CATU Shark is trying to take out this Warrior. Okay, this is it. It's gun versus gun. Who can reload faster? Missile comes in. Nice play there. Zabino's on 370 hit points. Okay, Kriera's on 113. He dodges that missile. He needs to get in there quick. If he can take him out, this could be a game changer. And he got the play. He killed him. And now you can see Fatality are pushing up this right side. You can see nickname there. Asiok has to watch. 35 seconds to go on the count. 1 minute to go on the game. And this is going to be a case of whether they can get side shots in. Asiok hasn't seemed to see him. He's not got his turret pointing towards these tanks in the middle. And you can see, there they go. They've contested the cap. Okay, looks like Fatality are trying to play now for a draw. They contest the cap. 46 seconds on the game. This has definitely been tactically a much better game for Hype than Fatality. But this game is looking like another draw in this. No one wants to commit too much. No one wants to lose this. Nice play from Hype, but unfortunately it is not good enough in this case. You can see, oh, okay, advantage now. Asiok goes down. Advantage with 20 seconds left to Fatality, but it's too late for them to get in there. You can see Amo is over there on 56 hit points. Inside Tank's going in for the kill if he can. You can see Ruben there on 716. You can see Eclipse there on 1708. It is too late. Oh, well played. 6-4. Okay, Hype are losing tanks. Tank after tank now. They have not been able to counter this push from Nickname and Hospitality on the right side. And there we go. Another draw, 6-4. But what a tactically interesting game. And that is draw number 3. Wow. That was an interesting game 5, guys. I'm not even having to change the score charts. Interesting. Okay, second game coming up on Lost Island. Okay guys, let's take a look at the post-game stats. Amo did 2,640, Bojap did 4,500, Hospitality 4,900, nothing exceptional. Let's have a look at the Hype guys. Mac did 3,300, well played to Mac. Raging did 1,600. Sabino, fantastic, 3,704. He got a kill there as well. The only kill that Hype managed to inflict on Fatality. What an interesting game. Okay, so maps, sides have been switched. Guys are going to ready up for Lost Island. This is game 6 in this match. So let's recap what happened. Fatality won game 1. Hype won game 2, and since then we have had 3 drawn maps, and Fatality haven't been able to push and be as dominant as we've seen them in the past. Hype are playing very, very well. Whether you guys win or lose this match, Hype, thank you very much for at least making a contest out of it. You're setting us EU and NA players proud against the Russian server players. Whew. There we go, guys. Readying up for game number 6. It is 1-1 at the moment. What an absolutely fantastic match we've had tonight. It is really good. Fatality versus Hype. Definitely, for me, has been the most competitive between the two teams up to now. I think I missed a game earlier between Sorry, where they got a few draws against one of the other teams. Whether it was Fatality, I can't remember if it was Fatality or not. But so far, I'm really enjoying this game. Looks like we're just waiting for Hype to ready up for this game 6. So this is the second game on the Lost Island map. Spawn points have been switched. So Hype are going to be our blue team. Fatality are going to be our red team. We're just waiting for everyone to ready up. Match is in progress. Let's see how Game 6 holds out. I really, really do hope you are enjoying this. Okay. Shut up, iGhost, if you know the results of any of the games. Keep it under wraps, my friend. Keep it under wraps. Okay, here we go. Lost Island, Game 6. Hype are our blue team. Fatality are our red team. Let's see if Hype can continue to do this fantastic work they've done in this contest so far. Take a breather from me. Take a breather. Okay, right. Well, I'm sorry. We've got to go blue team, haven't we? Go blue. Go blue. Go blue. Here we go. Really, really, really good. Hype says, Flavor Patty says Hype best on Euro server. Oh, they're pretty good. I wouldn't say they're the best, but you know, I'm not an expert. But really, guys, I hope you're enjoying this because I certainly am. Good to see a few people in chat enjoy this contest because this is the first time I've really seen the EU teams actually compete strongly against the Russian teams. It's taken the EU teams a little bit of time to actually get used to this tournament and the style of play, the lag, the ping, the packet loss, but Hype are doing a fantastic job here. Okay, so let's have a look. So Hype are moving their MBTs slowly down this southern road. You can see Raging Ishmael is going onto the islands. Okay, this is interesting. You can see the Warrior and the T80U that Ruben has switched into. He played a Challenger in the last game on this map. He switched to a T80U Spacewalker. So, the Russian teams have used this a lot. They've used a fast scout, or either a Warrior or a VBL, backed up by a fast Russian MBT. And looks like they're doing this now. And you can see Fatality, they know where it's coming from. God from Poland is aggressively on his own, but he is one tank there against the rest. You can see Matt coming up to join him. There's 4 enemy team MBTs in a line, great to get shots on. Mac pops some smoke because, of course, you have to watch this T80U. And look at this, the Warrior has taken some damage. I think that was probably Raging Ishmael, but you also got Zabino there in his T80. Sorry, his what's Zabino in? Zabino's in his T80U as well. Yes, there we go. He's in his T80U Shark. Okay, so it is all even there. You can see Inside Tank is pushing up onto the hill, going to the cap circle. That's going to isolate him. That's a risky move from him. But you can see, oh, lovely shots there. The Warrior's on 204 hit points. Ruben is there taking damage as well. Good starting initial engagements from Hype. They've taken the Warrior down to 204 hit points. Looks like Zabino has had an impact being in that position there. He's also able to cover his teammates across here. But look at this. You can see the MBTs here. Dustman has taken a bit of damage. God from Poland's taken a bit of damage. And you can see Asiok and Inside Tank are isolated up here. They're not pushing onto the cap circle. They're not highlighting where they are to the full extent of the map itself. But you can see also now Hospitality taking his Sabra, and he's coming up behind. Now, the advantage that the Hype guys have got, as soon as he goes into the cap circle, they are going to know. They are turning, engaging him there. Shots going in. Fired in. You can see now they have a 2-on-1 situation on Hospitality. Can they push onto him? Doesn't look like they're going to. Capazigan, Hospitality's pushing forward. He's drawing them out. Asiok's taking a bit of damage. Smoke is popped. And again, the cap has started. And again, Hype are now a little bit isolated. This could be playing into Fatality's hand. Hype are a little bit isolated. They can't push on too much because look at these guys. These guys are now turning, and suddenly, you know, you've got 2 hyped MBTs against 2 here. But look at these guys. These are turning and getting ready to engage these MBTs. Hype need to be careful. They don't get isolated there. Okay, since Inside Tank is pulling back, you can see Asiok is pulling back behind the aircraft as cover. Okay, let's have a look over here. Zabino's taken a little bit more damage, and you can see, oh, God from Poland is down to 320 hit points. At the moment, Hype are very, very well split compared to Fatality. And Fatality, look at this. Fatality have seen weakness. They've seen 2 tanks. They're pushing on Asiok. He's going to go down very, very quickly. Oh, this is looking like it's Fatality's win here. I'm sorry to say it, Hype. You've been separated. Your vehicles have been split up. And, you know, you haven't got enough damage per minute to take out these Challenger ones. Asioki's down to 176 hit points. Inside Tank's down to 589. I think that was possibly a mistake getting isolated up there. And now, Fatality leads 7-6. Inside Tank is going to go down very, very quickly. He goes down there. Fatality, I've got 4 vehicles in the cap. And you can see over here, okay, you can see Sabino is going against Ruben in his T-ATU Spacewalker. Not managed to take out, and he's done. Sabino has taken too much. He is again isolated 1 versus 2. This is not good, and you can see the damage done from Hype. Fatality have definitely won this match. I don't see Hype coming back from this at all. And there you go. You can see Sabino going down. And looks like Fatality are going to wrap this one up. Hype cannot hold out for 5.5 minutes when they are 3 tanks down. Unfortunately, well played to Fatality. You can say it's not over till it's over, but it ain't going to be long before Matt goes down. You can see God from Poland down to 320. Dustman's on a 1864. Not a great lot. And you can see you've got Fatality are in the cap circle. They're not trying to risk it. They're trying to try and get that win quickly. And as you can see here, who's that one? That is Nickname trying to flank round to get shots into the rear of these. You can see Raging Ishmael on the top. He's not going to do much. He needs to get shots on that Warrior Milan if he can. Also Cannon going in against Ishmael. And you can see now Nickname coming around back. Mac is going to soon get some bad news right in his backside. God from Poland is side on to Nickname and his Sabra Mark II. And you can see Ruben is pushing on with his Spacewalker. Raging Ishmael goes down. And it is purely guns in the game that cost Hype. Bit of mistake getting caught with 2 vehicles up on that hill. Especially when Fatality had 2 vehicles over here able to shoot up. And really, when you get vehicles isolated, that's the mistake that Hype made. Got those vehicles isolated. And it's now Fatality going in to clean up against Hype. It isn't going to last much longer. Damage has been done. There goes Mac. And as you can see, Ruben coming in, getting a little bit of range for the last game. God from Poland goes down. And it's just down to Dustman. 8 seconds left for a cap win. Well, it looks like they're going to go for the no cap kill all. He gets taken out. And Fatality take advantage. And they lead this 2-1 now, guys. Oh, what a disappointment from Hype. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to keep up the strong play they've had from now. Oh, it's been an interesting match so far. Let's adjust the scores. We'll have a look at the post-game stats. So, what have we had? We've had 2-1. Is that it? I'm just trying to count up what we had before. Let's look at the post-game stats while we sort that out. Okay. Bojap did 4,800 points of damage. You got Nickname, who managed to do 5,300. Ruben managed to redeem himself after the last game of getting damaged so damaged early on, 5,000 damage. You got Dustman for Hype did 2,300. And looking at this, no one else really. Zabina did 2.8, but pretty much readied up there. So that is, how many draws did we have? We had 3 draws. So that was game 6. So does that mean that Hype have lost this match? Just trying to look at the rules right now. I'll be right back with you as I look at the rules and see where we stand there. 2 seconds, I'll be right back. I think that is it. Looking at the draws, it's a best of 7 game. We've had 2 wins for Fatality, 1 win for Hype. We've had 3 draws, so that is best of 7. I believe that is it, guys. A little bit disappointing on the end in that last game, but Hype have played well in this match. And definitely, it's been good. But I am fairly certain, looking at the rules myself, I'm fairly certain that is it. Well played to Fatality. It looks like they have got the win. We're just waiting, I think, so the tournament organiser just to confirm the situation, but I'm fairly certain that Fatality have won this game 2-1. We've played 3 games. We've had 3 draws. That is 6 games played. Hype cannot come back and actually do anything. It's a 2-1 Fatality win. Well played to Fatality. There we go. We're not waiting for the tournament. It looks like the tournament organiser not popping in. Where's Pellegro? But I think that's it. It is 2. That's it. Yeah, it's to be clear. That is it. It is. We've had 3 draws. Basically, it's the first 6 games. If someone wins after the first 6 games, that's it. If we're even after 6 games, it will go to a tie break. But of course, it's 2-1 to Fatality. Hype played very, very well. But that is it done, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. That is it done. Well played to Fatality. They got the victory. 2-1 in the end to that. We're just going to stick with this just for a second. And again, let me know what you think. Have Hype performed really, really well so far this evening? I think they've done fantastically well. Tactically, they played the game far better. In that last match, the only issue I think they had was the fact that Inside Tank and Asiok got isolated on the top. We had on the far side, the southern aspect of the map, you had the TATU and the game, the Warrior over there, able to get shots in. Those 2 tanks, Inside and Asiok, got isolated at the top. They weren't able to do anything, and literally they were just totally and utterly taken out. As soon as Fatality sensed weakness, they were able to push vehicles around and do the business they needed to do. Outstandingly good play from Fatality. But Hype, thank you very much for playing some great games. That really has been interesting. Okie dokie. Let's just do that. Do that. They do. Okay, thank you, Ghost. Thank you for that information. Right, guys, that is it. I think Inside's still unsure, but I'm fairly certain that is it. There is Pellegro. No, Pellegro is not offline. Let's just see if we can clarify. Even the win, you can't take the match. Oh, how am I saying? That's the best way of saying this. It's definitely game over. It is game over. We'll let Inside Tank. Right, guys, I thank you very much for watching. It is definitely the result there. You can see most of the Fatality guys have got there. There's been a bit of confusion from Inside Tank with the amount of draws we had. Guys, thank you very, very much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow for the last day of games from the Armoured Warfare League International Spring Cup. Tomorrow we have Surrey playing 2 games. Hopefully they can take a little bit of pleasure from what Hype have done, and they can take that idea that these Russian teams aren't unbeatable. It just requires a little bit of tactics, a little bit of intriguing play, and maybe doing something different. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go to the end screen now, and I'll see you next time. Please also, before I go, make sure you actually hit that like button. That really does help that channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and you'll get notified tomorrow when I go live. And also, make sure you enter the competition. There are 10 Armata Loot Crate codes to give away. I'll be giving those away on Friday morning. I'll be emailing the winners out. Each Loot Crate code holds 5 of the Armata Legendary Reinforcements Loot Crates. You guys need to win those. You're not having to buy them. These are given out. Thank you very much to Mycon for that. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Hope you appreciate the fun you've had, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, and good night from me.